this to the computer. Love it. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. My name is Ali, and I'm so grateful that you've taken some time out to check out this amazing opportunity that we call iBoomerang. So I'm going to talk you through today a little bit about something that has come into my life only in the last few months, but has already made a significant impact. And I'm really, really excited about where this is going and being a part of it right now. Like, this honestly is the time. So what is iBoomerang? Quick little disclaimer, like anything in life, you don't get to the top if you don't put the work in. Not every single person is going to make this a huge, huge success. There are skills involved. Just like people coming to the top of, normal companies, not everyone's going to be the CEO. Do you have the grit and determination to learn the skills? And really, basically, the skills in this, the good thing is they're super simple. You do just need to apply yourself to doing them. So I just want to point that out, that nothing is guaranteed. But with some help and support, you can do pretty amazing things in this business. So I want to have a talk to you about network marketing. And sometimes people come and watch these things and they're like, oh, I've heard of network marketing, or my mum's done it, or my brother's done it, or they've got some kind of preconceived idea about what it is and how it all works. And basically, network marketing has been around for over 60 years, and it's bigger than the sporting industry and the music industry combined. It's huge. But the problem with it is it hasn't really evolved since it got started, right? The days of door knocking and taking your product display around to somebody's house and showing them how it all works, like, that hasn't really changed. You know, they're still teaching you the same things, yet on the same breath, the world has just evolved so much, especially in the last few years with companies like Amazon, Uber, Airbnb. Like, those companies have actually changed our buying habits, and now people just want to be able to log on online, quickly order what they want to order, and have it shipped direct same-day delivery. Like, the world is changing, but unfortunately, up until this point, network marketing has kind of been on the back burner and hasn't really caught up with the trends. So I'm just going to quickly skip to this thing called the old model. So that's basically what I was describing, the old model of network marketing. So most people know of a product-based company. So this is where you see people in nutrition companies. This is where you see people in skincare and oils and all of these different sorts of things, which are all great. And to be honest, a lot of the time, the products are great. I used to be part of a nutrition company. I absolutely adored the products. I knew that they worked. I loved them to pieces. But the reality of it was that the customers were paying more. It was an expensive product because the companies have to increase the prices slightly to justify commissions to associates. That's just how it goes. And in that old model of network marketing, it's really only strong recruiters who are the ones who win at the end of the day. So the strong recruiters, the ones who are really good at selling, the ones who are really naturally driven and have that about them. To be honest, about 95% of the population aren't wired that way. So you've got about 5% of people who are really, really good at that type of selling, and they're the ones who end up winning. So what I got really excited about in this new model is that it's essentially flipping network marketing on its head. So in this new model with iBoomerang, we're making money when our customers are saving money. So it's a completely different concept when you have to think about it like that. So in my old business, to give you the example, I would need to have sold nutrition products to my friends or family or network. And when that happened, I would earn a commission. So they had to buy my product from me for my commissions to exist. In this new model in iBoomerang, now I make money when my customers save money. So instead of them having to buy a product or something from me, I'm directing them to something and to a service where they can save money on something that they want to spend it on already, and that I'm earning a commission when they save money. So it's a completely different conversation to have with someone. So I want to quickly tell you about this thing called the PRIB, and this really excited me. So the PRIB is a shortened name for the fancy long one, Perpetual Residual Income Builder. And this is where, when we talk about, people not naturally being comfortable with selling, this is what is changing the game. So the PRIB is an artificial intelligence which is built into our software to help do that uncomfortable upselling and following up for you. So the PRIB essentially is responsible for taking care of your customers and alerting them to different deals and things that they might be interested in purchasing. So in the same way now, if I go on to, Google, if you've ever done that and searched for something, I'm searching a lot of baby things at the moment because I'm pregnant. And then I'll go on to Facebook or Instagram and boom, exactly what I just looked for on Google pops up on Facebook. Some people find that really creepy, but I actually find it really, really useful because it's exactly what I was looking for. And that's the reality of where advertising is going these days. The days of TV and radio advertising are absolutely gone. Like, the real money, and people understand that advertising, if you want to do it right, it's on social media, and people are paying a hell of a lot of money to do so. So with that same sort of technology, showing people things that they're already interested in buying, it just makes total sense, because that's the way the rest of the world is going. That's the way that we are now programmed. And when we talk about buying habits, that's exactly what's happening. So remember the PRIB, I'll explain where he comes back into play later on. But thinking about this new vision of network marketing, this new model, we're talking about how we're going to bring this to the world, this vision of helping people save money on things that they already want to spend it on. Well, we're starting in the world of travel. So why travel? Essentially, travel is an $8 trillion industry. It's a humongous industry, and it's a great place to start because loads of people want to travel and loads of people want to save money on their travel to be able to travel more. So, this slide just shows you all the different sorts of, amounts of money that are being spent around the world on travel every single day. It's absolutely huge, but you don't need a stat to see that. Like, you just need to go to an airport and see the sheer amount of people in there constantly, flying in, flying out. People have jobs that are more flexible. People want to go on more holidays. They want flexi time. They want to be able to see and experience the world, and it's just becoming more and more accessible to do so. And so having a look at this is a cute little did you know, because I definitely did not know this. I'm an Aussie, if you didn't pick my accent, but I actually live in Dubai, and I love traveling. And I was that person who would spend hours and hours Googling on all the different sites, trying to find myself the best deal. When I first moved to the UK, I wanted to be able to travel through Europe as cheap as I could. And whilst I thought I was finding myself the cheapest deal online, because that's what you think, right? Whatever's online is going to be the cheapest. It's cheaper than going to a high street travel agent. What I didn't realize is all of the normal sites that I booked on, the likes of, booking.com was a really common one for me, and hotels.com, all of them are actually owned by two parent companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group. And because of that, they actually control the prices that are available publicly for people online. And when you think about advertising and things like that, these companies are spending a lot of money to be able to promote their platform. So they have advertising costs, they have other general business costs. So actually, even though you think you're getting the cheapest deal available online, there's a price markup because of all that other stuff that needs to be paid for. So the difference with iBoomerang, we actually partner with an independent travel company called Extreme Travel. And this is where it's really cool, because we get access to all of these deals, the lowest prices available, but because there's no big marketing budget for the big companies, we can pass those savings on to you. So having a look at Extreme Travel, it's really cool, and I like to give you this background. It's not like this tiny dodgy little travel agency. Like, it's a well-renowned travel agency in itself. It's won loads of prestigious awards. So we've not just picked any old like dodgy thing. Like, we have an actual 18-year-old company with loads of experience, already fully functional, loads of relationships within the industry, and we get to partner with them and use their entire inventory right at our fingertips. Whoop, my screen froze. There we go. So what we're talking about is we have a platform called iGo. So iGo is essentially our wholesale travel booking platform. On that, as a TSA, a travel savings ambassador, we can earn up to 70% off of retail pricing that you'll find online on public prices. Our customers will see a little bit less. I'll explain the difference in a sec, but that's huge. You know, everything that you think that you're getting the lowest price on, you may be able to find cheaper. So we on iGo can earn travel bonuses for referring people to using the platform to book their travel as another option. And we can get discounted and exclusive pricing on those things. But essentially, like I said, the most important thing for me was I was like, right, this thing sounds cool, but am I going to only have access to 1 or 2 hotels that I can book on? But actually there's $8 trillion worth of inventory. So pretty much everything else you're going to find online, this is another place to have a look to see if you can find what you're looking for cheaper. So how does it all work? I'm just going to mute some people because I'm getting some feedback. So having a look at this as an example, on the left you've got a hotel in New York City, 4.5 star. So when they've found that hotel on Expedia, it's come up at $339 a night. When we found the same hotel on our iGo platform, it came up at $178 a night. So that's $161 saving. So that sounds pretty cool. The most important thing to point out, it's the same room, same date, same place, different price. And just the same with another example in Paris. Like, I don't need to go into this. It's just the same rooms, but different pricing. And that's what I love about it. And we're not only in travel, we're not only in hotels, we do car rentals. So similar example here, $392 it was quoted at on iGo, quoted at $221. Just going to do for more people. $171 savings in total. So, you know, again, same car, same date, same place, all the things. I had a friend book a car rental recently. It was quoted about $20 a day cheaper. And while that doesn't sound like a lot, she rented that over 3 weeks. You know, that adds up pretty quickly. So it's pretty cool to be able to offer a service like that for people that, when you think about it, she was going to rent that car from any other company on any other website anyway, and I've helped her to find it in a cheaper way and been rewarded for that. So one thing to point out here is we are not travel agents. Like, we don't have to sit there and create quotes for people and book people's travel for them. They are in control of that all themselves. Our main job is to connect them to the iGo platform, and then it's up to them. They search for what they want, they book what they want when they find it, and all the reservation confirmations and everything like that go to them. It's not down to you, which when you're thinking about this as a business, it's so smart because it takes a lot of time to look after your customers. If you've been in any other type of network marketing before, you'll know there's a lot of, customer help time that's kind of involved in making sure that they're all looked after. Because the platform is so user-friendly, essentially once they've been directed to iGo and they've created their own free account, it's up to them. If someone knows how to book something on booking.com, they'll know how to book it on iGo. It's so simple. And these reservation confirmations that come through, they tell you, they break it all down, they show you where the savings are, and they also earn rewards credits for everything that they book on the platform. So if you understand how people work, and if you're anything like me, you'll have a Tesco Club card or Everyday Rewards card, depending on where you live in the world, for your shopping. I tend to go to the same shop because I can use my rewards card, and I know that if I keep using that, I'm going to earn some money along the way. I used to always book on hotels.com because I'd get a free night every 10 nights. We're creatures of habit. We just need to have a good experience, and we'll be driven back to where we had that experience, and we just start using it all the time. So you really do have a customer for life, providing they have a good experience on the platform. So having a look at what we've got on here. So our core services at the moment, you can see them on the left, hotels, rental cars, cruises, some great deals on cruises. Flights are on the platform. Just always like to point out there's no big discounted things. You might find that you get some cheaper sometimes, but they're quite comparable. There's just, in general, there's no margins on flights. Homes is like an Airbnb style concept. So if you like that kind of thing rather than hotel, weeks is weeks away. Marketplace is almost like an eBay style concept for different activities, and they have timeshare as well. And then on the right, you can see other different lifestyle activities. So these are other things that people might like to do whilst they're on holiday. Things like theme parks, if you're a golfer, generally you go to play golf when you're on holiday, wine clubs, all sorts of things, just like added services that people want to book anyway. And when you have a think about this, you're earning every single time your customer saves money booking something on iGo. If they can find a cheaper rate for something that they wanted to book to go and do anyway, they book it and they save money, you earn on that savings. So they might book a hotel suite. Then that Prib that I mentioned at the beginning, remember the thing that does the upselling for you, it will email your customer on their behalf and say, oh, you've got an upcoming trip to Spain. Do you need a rental car? Do you want to go do this while you're on holiday? You're not needing to do any of that. You're letting the software and the technology take care of that for you. And people, your customers will be really, really thankful for that, because all of a sudden, things that they actually needed are taken care of. And the really cool thing is, if you can just grasp where this thing is going, like these are the core services we have at the moment. There's going to be a few more bubbles added here, but one that they've just launched is this thing called Vibe Ride. It's active in 5 US cities, but essentially it's it's like Uber. It's Uber's competitor. So they've done a deal with Lyft in the US, and it's the first rideshare program to be in a network marketing company. So this is absolutely huge, because once again, it's another service for your customers. And whilst, they might be traveling only, once a year, people take Ubers and taxis and all those sorts of things a hell of a lot more. It can almost be a daily thing. And whilst it's only in those 5 cities right now, that's not going to be for long. That's going to expand and expand and expand. So again, you might have the customer fly into Miami, which is somewhere that Vibe Ride is live. The Prib notifies them, oh, use Vibe Ride to, get from the airport to your hotel. You can book the service on the platform. Again, you'll probably be asleep depending on where you are in the world. Your customer's taking a Vibe Ride and you're earning a commission from that. Like, this thing just blows my mind. And just quickly with Vibe Ride, because I'm so excited about it, it's not only for your customers. This whole concept is so revolutionary. You can actually have and acquire a fleet of drivers. So you might have, someone being an Uber driver. In the same way they can do that, they can become a Vibe Ride driver. And then now you could be paid on that driver's shift. So you might have a network of 20, 30, 40, 100 drivers driving around on their 8-hour shift in America at the moment, and you'll be earning off that because you were the person who told them about this. So it's super, super cool. There is just so much to come, and I just want to share that with you, that iBoomerang, yes, while we're in travel right now, they are a technology company, and there is just so much potential for growth with this thing. Like, this is the very beginning. This is really exciting. So one other thing, they've got a price guarantee on the platform as well. So if someone does find a lower price online, they refund you 110% of the difference in rewards credits. So that's really cool to know as well. So looking at the Boom Foundation, again, this is really cool because for every boomerang that's sent out, we also support local children, providing them meals. So it's like the company has a big ethos about giving back. So the whole philosophy of throwing a boomerang out and receiving something good back. So throwing something good out to receive back. I love that. And I think that's really at the core of everything that I personally do, and I know a lot of people connect to as well. And then having a look at the leadership team, you know, there's some amazing faces on here. The one I want to point out is our CEO, Mr. Holton Buggs. He's on the top left. You know, looking at this as a business opportunity, he is the highest paid person in network marketing, period. Like, he, in his 30 years of experience, has been on all ends of the earning spectrum. In his first 7 years of network marketing, he didn't earn more than $500 a month, up to the other extreme where his highest commission month to date was $3.2 million in a month. Like, this guy knows what it's like, and he understands the industry. And when you look at someone who's walked away from an income like that to set up a new company and put together a compensation plan, who has that kind of understanding, like, it's very exciting. There's a lot of people watching to see what happens because, you know, with that kind of reputation, he can't fail. He honestly can't fail. You've got some amazing other people. These guys are really involved in extreme travel and just some really top network marketers in the industry. So we have a really strong leadership team. So do you boomerang? Yes, I boomerang. Essentially, this is going to become a household name. We're at the very, very beginning, in the same way that 5 years ago, nobody had heard of Uber. I used to be the person who would message my mom and say, look, I'm getting in a Uber right now. Can you, you know, track my journey? And I'd follow it on Google Maps just because I didn't trust it. It was a brand new concept. And now, 5 years down the line, I get an Uber, you know, a couple times a week, and I don't even think to message mum saying, oh, mum, I'm getting in an Uber, make sure I'm okay. It's going to become like that. People are going to get used to booking everything through their iBoomerang platform. So it's really as easy as 1, 2, 3. So what we're doing as TSAs is we're sending people to a free website. So they send them to the free website. We give them a 6-digit code, which allows them access to see the private members only deals. Number 2, they book on there. They're in control of it all. They save. Number 3, we earn a commission. We get paid for helping them save. So we earn 50% of whatever our customers save. And we earn that back in cash. Like, we don't earn it back in coupons or credits or anything. It's like actual money. So, whoops, got a bit excited there. How does it all work? So looking at it as a member, so TSA, like I said, we can earn up to 70% off of public prices. So this example here is showing 41%. So for this place in Cancun, the public price was $1,046. Our price on iGo was $621. So right there's a $424 saving. So I get access to the full saving as a TSA because I'm not going to take a commission on myself. For my customers, essentially they'll see up to 35%. So they're going to see half of what's available. For them, it's completely free. So they'll see, 20% off. So public price, $1,046. They'll see their total with tax is $834 in total. So the savings is $212. Now, the cool thing is, like I said, you earn 50% of their saving as a commission. So that saving in the example is $212. Happy days for you. $106 goes to you for helping them save $212 on something that they wanted to book anyway. Mind blowing. The other cool thing is, whilst you have the 50% saving, 35% is actually converted into commissionable volume. So that flows into the compensation plan, which I'll talk about in a second. But really, when you grasp it, you have an 85% payout on this. It's huge. I've never seen anything with such high payout in a network marketing company from a customer acquisition point of view. All right, so customer acquisition model, really simply, this example, you have 10 customers. Yay. I have 10 customers, easy. Family, friends, I like to travel, they like to travel. So the average total annual savings, what they've worked out is that it's about $600. Now that might be on one big trip, or that might be a few little trips throughout the year, or any kind of combination, but say on average $600. So that's a total for those 10 customers of $6,000 worth of savings on using the iGo platform. Remember, you're earning 50% of that, so that's $3,000 for you. Sweet, 10 customers. Let's amp it up a bit. Add a zero on that, 100 customers. Before you go, wow, I have, people in my organization who in only a month or two of joining have 100 customers already. It's not that hard to do. Add a zero onto that. All of a sudden, you've got a total annual savings of $60,000 and a travel savings bonus for you, $30,000, just from helping people save money on things that they want to already go and spend it on. Blows my mind. But because this is a network marketing business as well, we do have another way to earn money. So we have a team building model as well. And this for me just makes total sense, because you want something to leverage your time. We are all so busy, and I know pretty much everyone that I do this with has a full-time job, family, study, life in general, and everyone's busy. So we want to maximize your time. And you can go out and just build a massive, massive customer base of your own. Happy days, have nothing to do with it if you want. However, if you spend a bit of time to build a team, you're going to build that customer base a lot faster. So this example shows you having a team of 50. That might be 50 of your own people. That might be 5 of your own people who have 10 of their own people. And everyone has 10 customers. That's another 500 customers in your business. And that instantly can add like another 20 grand to your income, purely for just helping a few other people see what you see, showing them how to actually earn an income for helping people save money. It's crazy. And then looking at this is just a few other ways that we can earn in this business. So once people get started, they pick a pack if they're going to be a TSA, which I'll talk you through in a sec. We've got coach class, business class, and first class. We earn a one-time bonus when people start. So $20 if they start on coach class, $40 if they start on business, and $80 if they start on first. So that one's nice and simple. That's another way that we earn money. But this thing on the right is where it gets really exciting. So this is called the dual team bonus. As basic as I can explain it, you have 2 teams. You have a left team and you have a right team. And you're adding people to your left team and to your right team. And you actually, if we have this example of me here, and who can I see? Rob. I'm going to pretend that Rob's on my left leg up here. Rob and I share one team. So actually, being in the position that you're in right now, being one of the first people to take a look at this, has a massive, massive, massive advantage. Because if Rob says yes and goes, yep, Ali, sweet, I'm in, let's go, Rob will join my left team, and anyone else that I join on my left team will be part of Rob's business. Rob will have his own left team and right team as well, and we'll help him build that. But we can only ever add to those 2 teams. So you have that advantage of having more people join your business, and actually everyone in your team is helping you to grow your business with you. So both teams are collecting points, like that commissionable volume that I was talking about earlier. And at the end of each week, we earn a percentage of whatever the volume is in our team. So in this example, they've got 10,000 on the left team, and they've got 5,000 on the right team. For example, at the moment, I earn 15% from my team, but this example shows you 20%, and that's $1,000 that of when you work out to 20% of the 5,000. So that's a weekly extra. This thing caps out at 250 grand a week. When I saw that, I was like, that caps out at 200. What do you mean it's capped? But I'm like, that's $1 million a month. I'm going to have a serious conversation with myself if I get annoyed at that part, because that's not the only place that I earn money in this. I've still got my customer income. That's all separate. I've got this direct sales bonus, and there's other leadership bonuses along the way. All I'm trying to say here is there's a hell of a lot of money to be made if you genuinely treat this like a business. So having a look here, like, this is the ways that we get started. At this point in time, if you feel this is not for you as a business, absolutely fine. It's not going to be for everybody. Just message whoever it was that invited you onto the call, and they will send you one of the free customer codes. So next time you book in your travel, you might make some decent savings. Easy. But if the business side is for you, I'm just going to run through how to get started. So everyone starts on this thing called standby. Essentially, that gets your place in the business, and then your business actually starts once you jump on one of these 3 different packs that I mentioned. So coach class, business class, and first class. And I just want to run through a couple of differences. The funny thing is, this is where we normally lose people. They go, oh, it was sounding so freaking good, till I realized I needed to buy something. Like, this is a business at the end of the day. And if you understand business, like, there's an investment to get started. My personal opinion is this investment is so, so low for what this can give you. Like, this is a global business. This is in a tech company with an extreme potential to grow to a size that I can't even comprehend. But thinking about the differences in getting started, I'll run you through them now. So on coach class, this is the lowest end. The first thing I want to look at is the iGo booking engine. So when you're on coach class, both you and your customers will get access to hotels, flights, and rental cars. So the deals for those things, that's what's unlocked. When you step it up to business, they add in the cruises. And when you go to first, you get everything else on the platform. So the biggest thing for me is thinking about your customer. Once they're your customer for life. So whatever they're booking on the platform, you earn 50% of whatever they save. So you want them to be able to book the most things available, right? Because it's good for them. They're earning their rewards credits. They're happy. And it's good for you too, because you're earning more commissions because you're helping them to save more money, because they're going to book that stuff anyway. So that's the first big difference to have to think about. The next part down, boomerangs. So the boomerangs are those codes that I was talking about. So we generate the codes to send them to our customers. On coach class, you get 10 to start with. Business, you get 25, and first you get 50. So on first, obviously you've got, you can have 50 customers straight away. You get more on your monthly memberships as they go. But the starting ones that you have in your hot little hands when you get going, you want to be able to send them out to people, bang, 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 and really start to grow your customer base. The next bit down, dual team bonus. So that's what I was talking about with your 2 teams, the left team and the right team. You earn a percentage of what your team is doing. So on coach class, you earn 10% of the team from the team each week. 12% on business and 15% on first. So while that doesn't sound massive, it adds up quick. When you're looking at this, especially time poor people, if anyone's really busy, like, you're going to put a specific amount of time into this business every single week. Do you want to earn 10% for that time that you're investing, or do you want to earn 15% of time? Like the example on the previous page about $1,000 from the team that week. If you're on coach class and that was $1,000, if you'd been on first class, it would have been $1,500. So you know what I mean? That adds up really fast when you're thinking about it. And then the only other difference is the starting cost. So coach class, $250. This is US dollars for any Aussies or Kiwis on here. Business class, $500, and first class, $1,000. So that's a one-off payment. That's an investment to start your business, to get all the technology, to get everything that you need The only other overhead for your business is monthly. You pay a monthly subscription of $100 a month. That is nothing. And it honestly becomes our first job to help you earn back that initial investment and get you into profit. The only other thing I always mention on these things, and it's because I'm passionate about it, is it's not even which pack you start on, it's the mindset behind it. Like on Coach Class, I know I can genuinely go down to the store and buy a really nice pair of trainers for $250. It's like, I'm going to invest a little bit. If it doesn't work out and I don't apply myself, I haven't really lost anything. But when you have the first class mindset, when you make that investment in your business, and it makes you take it seriously. Like if I look at my organization, I've had people start on all 3 different ones, and the ones who are really gunning it and making this a success, they're all on first class, and it's absolutely no surprise because they're making it work for them. So the only other thing I wanted to point out is obviously not everyone is always in the position to just say, hey, sweet, I'm going to start on first class, but they understand that first class is the way to go. You can actually start on one of the smaller classes, Coach Your Business, and they give you 60 days to upgrade to first class and pay the difference, which is really cool because it allows people to get in, get started, and get pumping, because like I said, you saw the potential of where this thing is going. It's growing fast, so there's no time to hold back with it. So I'm going to stop the share now. Awesome. That is all really. If there's any questions at all, always let me know. You can message the person who invited you onto the call. They can help you out with any questions or connect you with me, and we can chat it out that way. But thank you so much for taking the time out to check out what we're up to. Make those decisions quickly, get the questions answered that you need answered to be able to move forward and make the best choice for you. And let's go and crush this thing together, because I'm just so excited about where it's heading. Have a beautiful day wherever you are, and I will talk to you all soon.